This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Fly Man ran.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building. We back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, Down to the Wire 513, episode 383. Good brothers, how y'all feeling?
Big day. Feeling good, feeling great, brothers. How you feeling?
Feeling good. Hey, Shay about to get him a ring. Those guys in yellow about to lose. It's good to me, bro. I'm happy.
Yellow.
Hey, listen, I can't even I just can't remember. I said it to you. I just cannot explain why I hate the Pacers so much, bro. I never felt this way before, like these playoffs.
I actually rooting for them, man, to win this series. I picked them to lose, but I rooting for them to win. Ain't gonna happen. Probably over now. You know, as we all.
But wait, before we get into how y'all feeling, then we gonna get right into it.
Feeling good, feeling great, man. Can't complain. It's Wednesday. I was tired until that news came out. We're gonna talk about it probably first, but was half sleeping. I saw that shit. I woke up real quick, man. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yep.
Summer about to smack us in the face this weekend.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too.
T, talk to us. So how you feeling?
Hot, nigga. Summer about to smack us in the face. Everybody get prepared. Like,
bro, it was, bro. Like, it was 90 today, bro. I had the AC as cold as it can go, and that car was not getting cold, bro. I was like,
you better get it on Saturday, brother, because 95 on Saturday. Ooh.
I'm going to get it checked out. So, all right, the Lakers, man, they got new ownership. I'm here. If everything goes
through,
on the brink of a sale, man, historic sale, we should say as well.
The biggest sale in history. Is it what, 10 billion?
$10 billion evaluation. The Buss family has entered an agreement to sell the Lakers or sell the majority stake of the Lakers to what's the owner's name?
Mark
Walter.
Yep.
Who was already a minority owner, and also the owner of the Dodgers, owner of the Commanders, owner of the Sparks, owner of a lot of other shit, man. This nigga on a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Jenny Buss is staying the governor, whatever that means.
That's gonna be to be determined, in my opinion, because Mark Cuban said the same shit. You see what happened with the Mavs.
Now he's just on the sideline watching games.
Yeah, nigga got free tickets, but other than that, I don't think he got much say so what goes on in the Mavs organization. I don't think Luka would be traded if he had any say so there. So we'll see how that goes. That's what they say. We'll see.
The word, like I told Rand off air, the wording is different. They just said for the next few years she'll be the governor. So who knows how long that actually means.
That's gonna be, like I said, it'll be interesting to see. I heard Mark Cuban try to get that written into his deal, and I don't know if the NBA said they couldn't actually write into the deal or what, but it was supposed to be a handshake agreement, and they said a couple months later he was not invited to meetings anymore. He had no say so on basketball operations. So hopefully it doesn't work like that for Jeannie Buss, but you know, once the sale is complete, man, once they got the majority ownership, what they say is going to go. So they can easily flip it up and not give her any access to anything because she can only have 50% ownership. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I think this
is a lot of money, though.
A good moment to shout out to Jerry Buss. I know he bought the team, which I think you told me earlier, 60 mils. This is,
something like that, 60, 64, 69, something like that.
He brought the Lake Show and fun to the NBA, and the NBA would not be what it was had it not been for Jerry Buss.
Facts, man.
Job well done. Kudos to you, and as I'll be talking about the cheerleaders and things like that. Jerry Buss really revolutionized, and that's the Buss family is a huge part of why the NBA is what it is today.
Laker girls.
Yeah, Laker girls.
You watch the games, you heard the niggas say that every time they come out there, Laker girls. And they come out there and do their little dance. So yeah, Jerry Buss was the one who brought the cheerleading to the dance team. He made it a little bit more entertainment based in the NBA arenas. He's the one who started all that, man. So RIP Dr. Jerry Buss, we miss you, brother. Trailblazer. great return on investment. I'm not sure how happy or how sad he will be that this is happening, but I think this needs to happen for the Laker organization. I think I think the Buss family realizes that this is this financial state that the NBA is entering is a bit waters are a bit deeper than they're used to being. They're used to playing in, and they need to get bigger players on their side to be competitive and to keep so now, the new CBA, they're stiffer penalties for going over the cap, so they know it's going to be more expensive to keep the team together if they want to create a contender. So they got an owner with deeper pockets, which is I think a smart move for the team.
So, as a owner, Jerry Buss has 10 NBA championships, 2 WNBA championships with the Sparks, and so the Buss family, I think that job well done.
Facts.
It's gonna be interesting to see just like under Mark Walter's new regime, because like I said, he's obviously he's it's almost with the Buss family. It's like it almost seemed like the Lakers was their sole priority. It's like, obviously we know he had other Dr. Jerry Buss, that is, had other ventures. Like I said, he part owner of the Sparks too. But like I said, with this Mark Walter guy, it seemed like he got his foot a little bit, hand, foot, and a little bit of everything. So it's just gonna be interesting to see how really focused and locked in he can be with the Lakers, because obviously Lakers fans were passionate. We don't want to compete and contend for championships every year. So obviously we know Jeannie is going to continue to be in her role for now. We don't know how long that's going to be. So I think it's just going to be very important to who he brings in after they feel like Jeannie Buss's time is up, or hopefully she doesn't get Mark Cuban as you said, Rand. But it's gonna be interesting to see. Like I said, because he has his hands tied
everywhere. Like you said, he owner the NFL team, owner MLB team.
Didn't the Dodgers just win a championship though?
They did, and one thing about him, he does spend money, man. He not shy about spending money. Dodgers are one of the highest payrolls in MLB. And then baseball has no salary cap, so they can keep spending. But NBA is a salary cap, but if you can't go over the cap in NBA, you just got to pay luxury tax, and it is a little bit harder to keep things together in NBA. But
where there's a will, there is a way.
Yeah, he's willing to spend the money. He's willing to spend the money. He's shown that at least in his other ventures, he's willing to spend the money to make things happen. So interesting to see how much how invested he is, how bought in he is to build a championship team. And like you said, T, interested to see what kind of basketball minds he brings in there. We know. We talked about this off air on our little group chat. Magic is still part of that ownership group. We all know his history with Lakers, obviously. He was a player and coach. Shit. He was a player, coach, president, all kind of fucking roles he had as Laker, worker, employee. So now he's a Laker owner technically. So let's see how he, how this works with Magic too. Him and Rob had some beef. Him and Rob Pelinka back in the days of 2018, 2019.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see how that works, man. We'll see how that works.
I don't want Magic to be in charge of nothing.
Me neither, bro. I don't want him nowhere near this shit, bro. Stay the fuck away, bro. Just be a fan, man. Just stay a fan. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want you nowhere near basketball operations, bro. You had a chance the first time. You were there. You fucking left us, bro.
What he say?
Hanging and dry.
I ain't gonna be there.
And then went on first take and said, "What Stephen A. asked him, who stabbed you in the back? Was it Laker organization or was it Rob? Which is Rob?" Like, damn, Magic. All right, bro. Just stay away, bro. Just be
so honestly, I'm just gonna say if Pelinka somehow magically, pun intended, loses his job, we know who we can point the finger at. Or
we know LA. LA is a place where all the drama happens too. So it's gonna be some drama. As soon as some shit start going south. It's gonna be rumblings there. Oh, Magic Johnson came and had a meeting today. Blah blah blah. It's gonna be some drama, man. You know what it is. So, Laker fans, just get ready, man.
Get ready. Buckle up.
The thing is, I know he said, like obviously with the Dodgers, he's not afraid. The guy, he is not afraid to spend money. Like I said, hopefully brings in the right basketball minds to spend the money on the right guys.
Yeah.
Facts. You don't want to be like, man, Ishbia, man, after just fucking up. Fucking shit up. Looking stupid. Looking foolishness. You don't want that to happen, man. You want to come in and make smart, strategic moves, not just go out there and just throw in, picks to get old ass players. No offense, KD. I love you, bro. That was a bad trade though, man. It was the start of the end for them, man. Unfortunately, man.
Yeah.
Love you, KD. I'll leave alone for you. Find us and tweet at me, man. Leave alone. I don't want you tweeting at me.
You can tweet it. He can tweet it. Come on the podcast.
He gonna come on. He's gonna tweet on me, shitting on me. That's all he's gonna do.
Boy, when you ever hoop, you say some
Where'd
shit.
you play at? Where'd you play at? What college did you go to, bro? How many minutes you played in the NBA? I don't want to hear that shit, KD. You're right, bro. You're way better than me, man. You're Kevin Durant. I'm just a nigga.
We also did. I also never said that I was as good as you, KD.
Yeah, I'm also not 7 feet tall. I'm also not a fucking 7 foot guard, bro. I wasn't blessed with that height, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You got it, dog. Man, yeah.
But yeah, that's huge. Again, shout out to the Bus family, and hopefully the next chapter is just as good.
Facts, man. Facts. All we hope for, as true and tried fans of the Lakers, man.
Well,
So finals.
NBA finals.
What's left of it, I guess.
Yeah, man. Bro. Yeah, I just want to say that the Pacers, they put up a good fight. Now, somebody's hurt. If Halliburton is not 100%, you might as well wrap this thing up tomorrow. He got to come out and be at a hoop. And although he had the calf, is it hammy or the calf?
Say calf.
Calf, yeah. Although the calf, first one, he should be careful because that calf can lead to something else real quick. I ain't gonna say
what it is, but we know what it is. We had a couple of injuries so far this year in the playoffs and late season injuries, so we don't want to say that, but we know what it is.
So just you got to be cognizant of that, and but he shouldn't play anyways if he's only gonna if he's gonna go out there and go 0 for 6. You hurt the team when you go out there and you a cone, So
offense and defense, basically a fucking cone out there.
So and I also thought it was kind of weird in this last game that they were only down 13 and with a minute and something left, or like 52 seconds left, and he took the starters out. It's like y'all done came back too much. Keep playing it. And it's the finals. I'm just leaving the starters in, me personally.
No, I agree with that. I don't know about
not if it gets out of hand. Yeah. 13 points in 2 minutes in the NBA. You need a little luck, but you can still come back.
Especially this year, y'all team.
But I think the reason behind that, I think one of the driving forces in those coming back has been Hallie, yeah. And if he's hobbled, and he obviously Carlisle knows how hurt he is, and so it's like, all right, we'll live to fight another day. Yeah,
After you live to fight, it's the finals. This
is all you got to put it out there. I don't mind him so much so far taking them out. I think this was the first game I did question some of his decisions though. Like you mentioned, Hallie out there as a cone, but TJ McConnell came in the game and gave them a spark, bro. You left him sitting way too long. If you ask me, you should have put him back in the game and set Hallie down for a little bit. Hallie, like you said, was very ineffective, man. I think if you had TJ out there a little bit more in that fourth quarter, I think it would have been an even closer game. Maybe I got the lead at some point, possibly, because they got it down 2 points.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I mean, even though not to cut you off, but like,
you good.
Even though Hallie, like he struggled, they was within 2 in the fourth quarter, and they had opportunities to win, but turnovers. They turned the ball over, and then Thunder run off a 7-0 run, and it leads back up to 9. So I mean, that's really what killed them. I said,
that was the difference this game. They turned the turnovers into points this game. They didn't do that too many other games in this series, but this game they turned the turnovers right into points a lot. And I would say, hey, I was wrong, man. I was on here talking about J-Dub, saying he couldn't be, the number 2 on the championship team, bro. I stand correct, J-Dub. I'm sorry, brother.
40-piece nugget, bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
You stole my thunder because
you are that nigga, bro.
I owe J-Dub a huge apology. We didn't get on between game 4 and 5, but I know before game 4, I'll say you weren't going to have another game. J-Dub, I apologize publicly, loudly. I'm wrong. Shit,
Wrong
nigga,
about you, bro.
you was like you was the best player on the court in Game 5.
Yeah, the last 3 games, him and Shea both averaged over 30. We expected Shea to do this, but I had no. I mean, I did J-Dub could deliver like this, but I didn't expect to see this on his first finals appearance. I knew. I even said it earlier this season. I tweeted it. I think I said January something. I said it. I think I pulled it up a couple weeks ago. I said, "Can you win a championship with J-Dub being your second best player?" I said he's a dog, but I don't think he's that good yet. And boy, I stand corrected, man. He's playing his best basketball of his fucking career in the finals at the best time he possibly can. That was a game on par with the LeBron Kyrie game from both Shea and J-Dub, man. They're having these. I know people ain't watching these games because they think it's boring. These finals have been phenomenal, bro. Great games, and you were seeing historic play out of J-Dub and Shea both.
Yep,
You're seeing you haven't seen some of the shit since like Kobe and Shaq, bro. Like these guys are averaging 30 points in the finals. This is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
and people are not even giving any credit to it. Crazy.
Yep. The game before, Shea like just took over in the fourth quarter.
Phenomenal game for Shea. And I thought he was a little selfish that game. He didn't. I thought he could have did a better job getting his teammates involved. But last game he played a flawless game to me, in my opinion. Even though he didn't, he wasn't like, like T said, he wasn't the best player on the court, but he gave J-Dub room to grow into what he can grow into, which is basically like they were, like I said, it was we haven't seen this since we saw Kyrie and LeBron put up 41 points in Golden State, in my opinion. This was on par with that game from a duo on the same team, in my opinion. It was a great game for both of them.
Yep.
Facts. I mean, and J-Dub, that was a efficient 40.
And he got him in all kind of ways. Middies, fadeaways, left hand scoop layups off the wrong foot, right hand layups. He was doing it all, bro. He showed the total package. As a ball handler, he was doing it. As off ball, he was doing it, man. If he play like that consistently, he's going to be a perennial All-NBA player.
Facts. J-Dub, this is the Terran Bland. I apologize for doubting you, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. Maybe they should put the ball in your hand earlier. Maybe they should make you a point guard and put you at the 2. Because it's looking like that's the best. That's the best at both y'all games. Like you being the 2, and Shea being the, or you being the 1, Shea being the kind of 2, and kind of vice versa, kind of mixing up a little bit. But bro, his handle is nice. He gets players involved. He's tall. He's like 6'7", 6'8", with like a 7'2" wingspan. Play great defense.
I mean, that's the thing. We knew he was. We know he was good, but we just didn't expect to see it on a consistent basis because he's been inconsistent this whole playoffs.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's put together these 3 straight phenomenal games, that's really what we're talking about. We knew how good he was.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was an all-star, but could he do it
all-star, All-NBA? But could he do it at this stage? Now, people are going to say, look who he's playing against. He's playing against, Pascal. He's playing against Hallie. He's playing against Neesmith. All these guys. Indiana's a great team. I know they're not the Boston Celtics. They're not they're not as flashy as the Knicks or whatever. But this is a great team too. Indiana's a great team as well. I know this is why they're not getting as much credit because Indiana is not like one of those teams. They're just a powerhouse team.
They're not the fancy pick.
Yeah, they're not the fancy pick, but this is going to be kind of what the matchups you should be seeing in the NBA Finals now. It's going to be more team-based matchups because the way the CBA is set up now, it's going to be hard to get a super team with three good players and the rest kind of just mid players and get to the finals. It's going to be tough to see that. You're going to see teams more balanced out with maybe 1 or 2 really good players, or it's going to be young players and be really good, and a more built out team to get there.
And I'm going to say this, bro, before Game 4, I think Mark Dagnall listened to the show because what did he do? He went back to the 2 big lineup, starting lineup.
Yep.
And that was and that obviously Hartstein has been effectively offensively, but defensively,
man. And we give shout out to Chet too, bro. Chet didn't have a good game offensively, but he is the anchor defensively for that team.
Mm-hmm. He don't quit on no plays,
bro. And here's what he said after I think it was Game 1 or Game 2 where he didn't play good, but he said he let his offense affect his defense. He said if I ain't making shots, I ain't making my threes or doing whatever I gotta do on offense, I still can't let that affect my defense. I gotta go out there and block shots, go out there and affect shots. And he did that on his game 5. He came out there. He wasn't making a lot of shots, but he was basically dominating the game defensively, man. And if he could do that for them on a consistent basis too, this team is going to be a dynasty if they keep this core together.
Fuck scoring then, Chet. You get yours when you get yours. Between Chet and down low and Lou Dort on the perimeter,
man. Casey Wallace had a great game too. He finally showed up offensively. He showed up. He showed up a little bit in game 4 too, but game 5 really showed up offensively. Aaron Wiggins again.
The role players, bro. I mean, they're playing. Yeah. They stepped up and played well at home.
Yeah. I was so shocked the game was still so close in the fourth quarter. I thought this was going to be had all the recipes, all the ingredients to be a blowout for OKC. But just like Doc said, Indiana does not quit, man. They play tough. Carlisle's going to keep making adjustments until he can't make any more adjustments. They're going to keep playing tough, man. And shout out Pascal. I was wrong about him too. I said, I'll shit on him for the last couple of years. But he's been the most consistent player for Indiana this playoffs, honestly. Hallie has more bigger moments, but as far as being the most consistent player, he has been offensively scoring for them more consistently than anybody on the team. So shout out to Pascal, man.
Yeah, you remember when he got that Eastern Conference Finals trophy, Hallie.
He was ready. Oh shit, it ain't me. Like, nah, bro, you had some big moments, but I gotta say that we said it. Pascal, they want to be the best team that could be. Pascal needs to be the number one option. Like, he needs to be the one scoring the most points. Like, Hallie can do it, but he's best when he's getting everybody else involved, and he's getting 19, 20, maybe 22 points and 11, 13 assists. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said. We can, and like I said, obviously we know but we know injuries are part of the game. Like I said, but if Hallie was healthy, I said that they possibly win still game 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you only can do what you can do. OKC has a 3-2 lead. They have a chance to close the series out tomorrow night, 8:30 ABC. Well, is the NBA season over tomorrow? Doc, you already said you think it is.
Yes. Yeah, they made the series better than I thought it was going to be. It got exciting. That's why I'm not upset. It was, I hate that Hallie might not be, 100%, but it's over.
Man. I think Indiana's gonna fight so hard, man, but I think it's over. I think they need Hallie to be at least like 85%, and he just can't get past anybody anymore. Unless they do something to get his calf back, right? They have no chance. Unless TJ McConnell has like a flashback to his high school days, has one of those games, which he can't do, man, because he a dog, man. He's TJ dog. He a dog, bro. But I think OKC they're rolling, man. J-Dubs now, his confidence is through the roof now. Chet is not even playing well offensively, and they still are winning. As long as he keeps his head in the game defensively, I think he's going to still be playing good. SGA is just SGA, man. So I don't think Indiana's going to be able to push it to 7, man. I hope they do, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I think Indiana, they're going to show. I say they said they're preparing for Hallie, that if he's going to play both ways with him in or out the lineup. I think tomorrow, like you said, Ren, I think we're going to see a fight. I think we're going to see why the Pacers are here, like as a team. I think they'll play together as a team. And I think it'll come down to the final few seconds, like a last possession thing. And I just think Indiana, said without Hallie out there, may look a little lost and lose like that. So I think Indiana does lose tomorrow. Close game, like I said, maybe a 3-point game, something like that, and have a shot to tie it, but they just missed a shot. And I would not be mad at that. That'd be a great way to. Well, it wouldn't be a great way for the Indiana Pacers fans, but for us casuals fans, for people who say this finals is going to be shitty and boring.
Neutrals out there. It's been a great series so far, man. I must say it's been a great series.
I think they win with like free throws at the end. I don't think it comes down to like the last possession. I think it's a situation where they're going to foul and Shea just don't miss free throws for real. So that's what I think. Still close game though. Like it'll be one of those situations where the score doesn't really reflect how good the game really was. That's what I think.
All right, we shall see.
We shall see, man. Indiana got to fight hard. They got to figure some way out to keep them hard on Shea, man. He do a great job on Shea, but they did a good job of setting all kind of off-ball screens to get Neesmith on Shea. Neesmith, he do a good job on Shea, but he'd be a little bit too risky, man. He'd be fouling too much when he go on Shea. We all know Shea. He's a great artist when it comes to getting fouled. So
Oh, he gonna throw that little head around.
He gonna show you that he gonna show you the ball. He's gonna reach for it. He's gonna free throws. So yeah, I think it's been a great series so far. Like I said, man, it's just good basketball. If you're a basketball fan, you've been enjoying the series, man. For all people out there who's not watching, y'all missing a good one.
That's out that your loss.
Yep.
Your loss. So obviously, if the season ends tomorrow, then we're about a week away. Matter of fact, a whole week away from the draft if it ends tomorrow.
Damn, it is a week away from the draft. Actually, the week from tomorrow is the NBA draft, man.
Which is crazy.
I've been digging in a little bit on the prospects, and doing a little deep dive.
Oh man, we'll talk more about it on Friday. But Ace Bailey, dog. Hey.
Man, y'all see that? Man, this nigga tripping. Yeah,
Hey,
red flags galore, bro. Red flags. All I'm seeing, red flags everywhere.
Yeah, we'll touch on that. We'll touch more of that on Friday. But Ace, he is not helping his draft stock at all.
Nope. If I'm the NBA GM, I'm cool on him, bro. I'm so cool.
No, thank you.
I'll pass. Behind the back, between the legs, pass.
But we didn't. But also, we don't have to wait for the NBA Finals to be over for some off-season moves to be happening. Desmond Bane, Memphis Grizzlies, and Orlando Magic, they have come to an agreement to trade Desmond Bane to the Orlando Magic for what? 6 unprotected first-round picks.
No, four.
I'm sorry, 4 unprotected first-round picks. Tavius Caldwell-Pope and Cole Anthony.
Hefty price for Desmond Bane, first and foremost. Big Desmond Bane fan, though. I think he's a awesome NBA guard, one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. So I like the trade as far as the fit goes for Orlando. They definitely need help in their shooting department. They were one of the last teams in 3-point makes, 3-point field goal attempts, 3-point percentages. They were just a terrible shooting team last year. But defensively, they're one of the best teams in the league. So they definitely needed a shot in the arm on the offensive side. KCP just had one of his worst seasons in his career last year, unfortunately for them and for him. But this Des Bane pickup for them is going to be a nice pickup for their offense. My only question is just the price you paid, man. You gave up 2 rotational players. I know Cole Anthony is not he ain't the best, man, but he was definitely a 6-man a year candidate last year. He did not play in their player rotation, so I know he's not, that valuable to the Magic at least, but he's still a very good rotational NBA player, if you ask me. And KCP, I think he's still a starting level guard. He still could be a starting 2 guard in the NBA, if you ask me. I know he's a little bit older, but you trade 2 rotational players and 4 unprotected picks. Hefty price, man.
Hefty.
Yeah. I said with those two pieces you're giving up, man, you just shrinking your depth tremendously. So I think they're gonna have to do a lot more work in the offseason about getting their bench back together. Like you said, though, I think we talked about it off air. It's kind of a all-in move to see what this young core of Paolo, Franz Wagner, and Suggs got, and obviously adding Desmond Bane. I think they more see it like how you've been saying on the show, how the East is going to be open next year,
wide open next year. They
want to see how well they can compete with the open East next year, how far they can possibly get, even if they don't win it next year. Just see how, like, are we there? Are we good enough to get to an Eastern Conference Finals appearance?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, and that's a big deal because Tatum, he ain't gonna be playing most of the seasons, so Boston ain't gonna be the powerhouse that they normally would be.
Yeah, it's wide open next year, man. East is wide open, and they probably see like, hey, Indiana made it. Why can't we?
Yeah. So I just think they want to see just basically see. I'm gonna see what they're working with. Can Paolo be our superstar franchise guy? Can Franz be our second best player on the team? Then obviously Desmond Bane comes in and helps with that. So I think it's a good move for them. But like I said, I'm worried about their depth. So I'm interested to see what they do in offseason, trying to replace KCP and Cole Anthony. Like I said, Cole Anthony was a 6-man candidate last year. So
thoughts, Doc?
What'd you say?
Thoughts on the trade?
It's everything that you guys done said so far, bro. I think You know, you got to take a dive at some point because if you wait forever, everybody can't be like the Warriors where you two of your best players turn into two of your guys you draft or you end up drafting 3 Hall of Famers. It just don't happen that way. Whether you think Draymond is a Hall of Famer or not, it just don't happen. So you got to take a shot sometimes. So I think it's good move, and like you said, I'll be looking at the Pacers and saying, why not us?
Yeah, especially next year with their defense being as good as it was, man. If they get some good shooting in there, or like you said, T, they fill their depth out a little bit. Get some good backup guards, some more length on there, some more size. I'm not a fan of Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah, I was
like the story. I love the story, but
too many
I need
injuries.
somebody playing. Yeah, I need somebody playing more than 20 minutes a night for me, bro. I can't have you on 20 minutes restriction every season, bro. I'm cool on that. I'll move off him if I'm them. If you're trying to be serious about winning a championship, you got to move off him. You got to get somebody that actually can be there.
I agree.
To actually play when you need to play. Like, I need you to be able to play 30 minutes a game, bro.
It's not as good. But you need what's the best ability is availability.
Yep. So I'll probably move off him if they're serious at least. And you still gonna need some more guard help, man. Because like I said off air, T. I like Jalen Suggs. And I like Desmond Bane. Both of them. Both of those guys are small. Like, I know Suggs is a great defender, but you can't. Like, there's only so much you can do at 6'3", at 6'4". You guard the wings is going to be 6'7", 6'8". You know what I'm saying? Some of these point guards 6'7", 6'5". It's going to be hard to guard some of these bigger teams. So I'm just a little bit worried about that for them. I know they were also interested. I know they're rumored to be interested in what's his name from Portland, Anthony Simons. I like the Bane deal better than Anthony Simons. Anthony Simons is a good player too, but I think Bane is definitely better than him.
At this point in his career, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a better defender too. I think Anthony Simons' defense is just terrible. But I don't know. I think it's definitely a reach, But you got, like I said, you got to take a swing at some point. If you got a good young star, you think you believing in, they think they got 2 good young corner pieces, to a championship team, obviously, and Tatum, not Tatum, and Paolo and Franz. Did they have like a mini Boston and Tatum and Brown possibly? So why not take a swing now, fill the roster out? You lost the picks, but if this don't work out in 2 years, hopefully we could trade Franz and recoup some of them picks.
Yeah, and honestly, bro, because obviously we know, like I said, Orlando hasn't been a huge landing spot for, like say, for bigger name when it comes to free agents. So I feel like Orlando, I think they'll be in the running, as I've been saying on the pod, watching this Pacers and Thunder series. They're gonna overpay for some of these guys who are up for deals from a little bit everywhere. But obviously, OKC has a lot of depth of guys who will probably be looking to get some new contracts. Minnesota has some guys who want to get some new contracts. So they're going to overpay for these guys who are shining.
It's gonna be tough to overpay when you got Bane's on a big deal, man. He's money. He gets paid a lot of money per season. You just pay Franz.
Yeah.
The max it's not the super max. It's like a fun max, but it's still a max. And Paolo's is gonna get paid a max as well. So yeah, right now they ain't looking that bad. You also got Jalen Suggs on a pretty sizable. I think he's getting like $50 million a year. His deal is a descending deal, so it goes down every year, which is smart for them to give him that deal. But it's it's going to be expensive down there. Like you said, they're not a big destination for free agents, and you just traded 4 picks to get Desmond Bane. Like I said, I like Bane, but bro, just think if Book comes available, like I like Bane, but he's nowhere near close to Devin Booker. Like, and you could have used those picks and possibly paired up a 3 unprotected first round picks and a Franz Wagner to go get Devin Booker. And pair him up with Paolo and Suggs and go get somebody else to go with them, instead of doing this. I just don't. Same thing I felt about Mikal Bridges last year. It was a good acquisition, but it's just too steep of a price, man. You look at what Mikal did from this year. He was good, but he didn't get over the hump. And this is the same kind of deal. I think this is a good deal for them, but this is not a needle. It's not moving needle enough for me for them.
But it's quick. I think Mikal got them over the hump because as far they got the first they got in 25 years. Obviously, they wanted finals, but and I think if Bane can, like I said, get them to Eastern Conference Finals, I think that'll be a huge step for Orlando. But my
if I traded 5 first-round picks for a nigga, bro, I need you to do more than he did for me, bro. Like I know he had a good series in Boston. Great series for Boston, bro. But in that series against Indiana, absolutely fucking not.
It's only 1 year.
Absolutely not.
Right, but it's only 1 year though. Like I said, I'll say we'll see what they're doing with the coaching search now. But
that's what I'm saying. The Knicks is just in turmoil, man.
It
East is wide open. East is wide open. The Knicks are a fucking circus right now. East is wide open. East is. If I'm them, I'm thinking about they gotta make a trade. If I'm them,
the Knicks,
a new coach ain't gonna fix this problem.
Knicks are just scared of prosperity. No matter what, it's like, hey,
yeah,
things are going good. Let's fuck it up.
Yeah, let's go ahead and fuck this up. Like, no, man, absolutely not. And
things are just going too good, guys. We're gonna go ahead and fuck it up now.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think this move for them puts them in the same kind of deal it gave me for them. Now, if they go and do a deal like they did after they got Mikal and go and get a cat level player, now we talking. Okay, now you ain't got another player that's better than that guy you got that can be your number 2 or 3 or somebody like that. But Bane's very good though, but for their offense, I just don't know.
Yeah, and then obviously Palos, I say he's on the final year of his rookie deal. So obviously, if Orlando's smart, they'll probably look to extend him this year.
Yeah, he about to get paid. He about to get rookie extended, max rookie extended. So it's gonna be the same deal that they had to get Franz, but a little bit more because it's a little bit later. The new year, so the money went up a little bit. So yeah, they better hope he don't make All NBA this year. He make All NBA Supermax, or he had to do it 2 years in a row. So he had to do it this year and next year to get that bump. But if he make All NBA this year and they give him a max and he makes All NBA next year, it's going to extend. It's going to get Supermax next year if he makes it 2 years in a row. So
that's why they better.
It's going to be a very expensive team down there if everything goes to plan.
But I do commend them for making a splash because
got to. Like we said, the East is wide open.
You just gotta pray it works out. That's just the way. Yep. That's the name of the game.
And this year you had some injuries. Next year hopefully you don't have the injury bug. Go through your team. You had Franz and Paolo both had the same injury last year and missed about the same amount of time. So those two best players missed the Pacific, and Jalen Suggs is hurt a lot last year too. So he has to play. He has to be healthy. Very important for him to be healthy because without him being healthy, their defense is not going to be as good on the perimeter because we lost KCP now. Des Bane is a good defender, but he's not good as KCP was. So yeah, I don't know. Good move for them though. I like the move. I like the swing. I just maybe would have probably waited a little bit longer because I think you could have got Bane a little bit later in this process probably. Like if you got Bane now, you probably could have got Bane. Probably before camp started. You probably could have still got him for the same price probably. If not lower. Because you gotta think, bro, if everything don't go to plan, let's say okay, KD get traded and Book says, all right, bro, what are we doing? Man, just get me out of here. That's gonna be a big fish available now. You just gave up 4 picks to get Bane. Now I know they're gonna want more than 4 picks to get Book, but would they? Because Book ain't signed his deal yet either. So Bane is on a long-term deal already. He already signed his deal. Book is not on a new deal yet, so it might be a little bit cheaper to get. He's gonna be probably 4 picks though, but I would rather spend 4 picks on Book than Bane.
True, but and he'll be cheaper to get now, but he ain't gonna be cheaper to keep him.
True, but I'd rather pay Book. 75 million is gonna be. I told you about that last week. I don't know if I'm paying Book $75 million a season. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know. It's a guess it's a good problem to have. You got your team better than it was, so it's a good problem to have. Then gotta see where it goes now.
You're gonna have 2. You already said you got 2 rookies on both rookie maxes. Like, yeah, it
could get very expensive very, very quick if both of those guys have good years next year. And you gotta think, man, this whole new league minimum for games to get these, all NBA, honors shit too. If niggas get hurt and then it bumps Suggs at the All NBA and he gets a super max deal or some shit, you're gonna be even more in the fucked up situation.
They gonna change that. They gonna have to change that, bro. Like that's 65.
Yeah,
The players realize how much bullshit that is. They gonna have to change that, bro.
I would too. ASAP. As soon as next CBA, I'll get that out of here.
That's the first thing we're on the table.
Yeah,
Get rid of that shit.
First thing.
The thought process of it was good, but it just didn't work out in practice.
Yeah, because when you look at it, like it's gonna make people like just think about this year. If you talk about Memphis, if Jaren Jackson Jr. would have got all Defensive Player of the Year, his deal would have been crazy. His essentially would have been crazy this summer. I would not have offered him that if I'm Memphis. They still might not be able to keep him at this point, because they still need to clear more cap space to even get him a max. I don't think he's even that good, but I mean, I'll give him max. Like he kind of got to at this point. But for Memphis, man, they kind of I don't think it's a bad move for Memphis. I think it's a decent move for them. Kind of a move that signals that they wasn't good enough, and they knew that. Like, all right, we had this team together for the last couple of years. We started out with 2 seed, and we just kept going, getting worse and worse and worse. Baines is the most valuable player we have as far as trade value goes, because I don't think nobody wants Ja with his issues that he has. And Jaren Jackson Jr. is a good player, but I still think teams are like, about him. Yeah. Plus, he's up for a new deal this year, this summer. He wants a new deal right now. So for them, I think it still keeps them competitive, though. Like I said, KCP is definitely a starting level guard still in the NBA, I think. And Cole Anthony, like we both say, I think he was 6th man of the year candidate last year. So I think it keeps them in about where they were, maybe a little bit worse, but about where they were, and they got 4 draft picks, unprotected first round draft picks. So I think for them is a B, A plus, A minus deal, somewhere around there.
That's nasty work. I'm just looking at comparing the contracts between Dez and Desmond Bain and Ja. They roughly getting paid the same.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
And I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If I'm Memphis, man, I know Ja's trade value is not the best right now, so they probably not gonna do it. I wouldn't do it right now, but I would be secretly hoping Ja has a good season to trade him as well. I'm off Ja Morant. I'm not a believer in him being number 1 player on the championship team. Like, his attitude is just too much overcome for me. Y'all see what he said about? Y'all see what his tweets about? I think he's talking about First Take.
Oh, you talking about Ja?
Yeah.
Yeah, he posted.
I'm cool. I'm done with him.
Who? Ja?
I'm cool on Ja. I'll trade him. I'm done.
He was trying to stick up for the city.
I hear what he's saying, but
it was and I'm just cool on. I'm done with Stephen A. Smith arguing with players every.
I'm done with him too. I've been done with him. Been done with him. But I'm just super done with Ja. Like, his whole demeanor is just. I get what he was trying to do there, but
it sprouts like just negativity, bro.
Yeah, just wrong time. Wrong person. Yeah, wrong messenger for sure. For me, at least. I don't want to hear you talk about anything right now, Ja. I need to see you come out and be back to a top 10 player in the league. Until you do that, bro, just be quiet and work, bro. Just put your head down and work.
No, I didn't see quote unquote what he said, but I
agree with what he said. And what he said was, if you didn't see, the Stephen A. basically said that free agents don't want to go to Memphis because it's dangerous there.
I seen Stephen A. I didn't see what Ja said.
Ja was basically defending the team like Doc said. Ja said
talking about the Grizzlies more than the finals. Morant,
you got J-Dub and Shea out here doing this. You talking about, NBA City, how dangerous it is, how free agents don't want to come here. Basically, what he's saying, which I get what he's saying. I get it. He's right about that.
But
like I said,
but Stephen A. Smith, I'm looking at it. His response is fair too. So this is what we're doing now, Ja Morant. I recall talking about the finals, but the Memphis Grizzlies made news because of Bane getting traded and your possible extension coming up. Would you prefer I go into details about what the hell has been going on in Memphis, why players have stated they're not interested in going, or even more details? Or would you like me to leave well enough alone and let the great peeps of Memphis address it on their own? Your call. I'm all ears. And because I think
I agree with that too.
It's like I don't think Stephen A. Smith is just making it up. I don't think he wouldn't have name dropped Jimmy Butler if Jimmy Butler didn't tell him it's just too much going on.
Yeah, I ain't trying to go there and get robbed or be in danger every fucking day. Like, nigga, no. Like, Like, nah, and then but Ja embraces that shit, bro. He thinks it's cool. He embraces that shit. You know, he embraces that shit. You know, I don't mind him defending, you know, the city he plays for. I don't mind him coming out and I don't mind him defending it. I mind him the time of him coming out. Like, bro, just don't say nothing about it right now, bro. Like, you already are just not in a good light right now, dog. Like, you're just not.
Yeah, he's not the one to talk about violence at all. Like, bro, you are the problem.
Yeah, you part of the problem there. You part of the reason why niggas don't feel safe there, because your homeboys had lasers pointing at niggas in cars on team buses, bro.
Yep.
That's why niggas don't feel safe there. Because y'all security let you do whatever the fuck you want to do. You and your fucking homies. You and your fucking daddy. That's fucking why. Like, that's why he don't even be saying shit about this. Because you're part of the reason. You're part of the problem there, John. Yeah, NBA, move Memphis out of there. Move Grizzlies from Memphis to fucking Nashville, bro. Please. Get them the fuck up out of Memphis, man.
Yep.
All right. What we have next on the NBA docket? Is that it? Was his last thing?
I think it's just the KD shit. Ain't really much, but you know, KD's trade is on the horizon, so they say. He wants to go to. They said he wanted to go to the Knicks, but James Dolan said, "Nah, fuck you, nigga." Remember you said you want to come here back in 20, whatever that was. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, nigga.
He came for the right price. That's a bad thing to call.
I don't blame him for saying that shit either. I don't blame him, man. I don't think I would have said that, but I feel the sentiment. Like I said last week, I don't think KD is still a great player. I don't get me wrong, he's still a great player, but if you look at the history, it proves the last two stops. KD ain't got you nowhere.
The worst thing he did when he'll look back at his career is he should have said, threw up the fingers at everybody, made up with Draymond Green, and stayed there. I think they win. If he stays, I think they win one more championship together. Yep. I mean, Steph got one, but he wins at least one more with them. Maybe two.
Probably two. He could have stayed there until Draymond kept fucking up, and then like, look, man, I got enough, pull here now. Get this nigga out of here. Get this nigga out of here. And they would have did it. After that Jordan Poole punch, they would have fucking did it.
He should go back. He said he won't, but he should go back. I mean, I don't think it's enough, but let's give it. And if you never know, get lucky.
Nah,
get some last stand.
That's too much up there. Jimmy Butler.
I forgot Jimmy Butler was there.
I wouldn't do it.
He's such a Yeah, I forgot.
I wouldn't do it, man. Now, they say his number one spot is San Antonio. Number one destination is San Antonio and Houston. They say so.
Neither one of them are winning a championship with him.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't think he. I said we talked about last week a little bit. I don't think he moves needle for. I mean, he moves needle. Don't get me wrong, but does he get them over the hump? Like, depending on what they got to give up for him. I mean, I don't see it. Now I'm hearing they got to lower the asking price too. I'm hearing the Suns want a lot and they ain't not gonna get that shit.
Yeah, he old as third. I'm not giving you that much money. He probably got two more good seasons where he's like at least an all-star, elite all-star, superstar guy. But after that, he's gonna be just a jump shot guy. He's almost 40.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this. I mean, James Dolan's a fucking idiot. I mean, we just talked about. I mean, Randy, you just talked about Mikal Bridges. Like I said, they gave up too much. You can't tell me KD on this team wouldn't be an upgrade for Mikal Bridges.
Definitely. And OG, both.
Both. I mean, if you keep OG and just give it to Mikal, obviously you probably to give it both for. I mean, you probably won't be able to keep both and get KD.
Yeah,
but somehow, some way, if you was able to keep that next year in the East, I think that will get the Knicks to the NBA Finals. Now, will they win it? Depends on who they play. But I think next year with the East being wide open, KD, Brunson, Cat, I think that's barring injuries, and like I said, we know injury history with all three of those guys. Barring
injury and the roster, bro. Those three ain't gonna be enough. Ain't this no, absolutely not.
But it could be a good fit.
It was just almost enough this year though, and they didn't have no depth.
It has to depend on the other parts of the roster. Yeah, it depends on. I have to see the top like 6. Because just because who's playing defense, bro? By himself, it's gonna be rough, man. KD is still I think KD is still a positive defender. But you got KD, Brunson, and Cat on your starting lineup for defense, bro. You gonna get cooked. He's almost 40. He's almost fucking 40, bro. Like I know OG's gonna be able to guard some people, but he can't be out there playing help defense and playing on ball. It's gonna be tough, man.
Hold on, so let me see. Cat, Brunson,
They probably had trade what Mikael, ROG.
Josh
You might have to keep him, man. You need somebody to hustle and play defense. You need somebody to hustle and play defense.
If you Phoenix and you just dumb as hell, but you ain't keeping OG, Mikael, and Josh Hart. If you two of the three gotta go.
I'm trying to get him.
2 of the 3 gotta go.
Landry Shields, man. Can I give you Shields?
Yeah, 2 of the 3 gotta go.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Now, if the Knicks should definitely be interested, though. They should definitely be interested. They definitely need the punch. They definitely need that.
I said Dolan numbers for saying that shit. Like
they need it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So, like, depending on the asking price, I would definitely be interested if I'm the Knicks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just me. Though.
But yeah, like I don't think KD fits either Houston or San Antonio's timeline. Or I think Houston. I mean, San Antonio is interesting. You know, depending on what you have to give up. If you got De'Aaron Fox, Wemby, KD, Stephon Castle, that's a nice ass team, bro. That's a nice ass squad. Now in the West, what they're gonna get to, I don't know. The West is definitely a gauntlet, so who knows how far they can get. But that's a nice ass squad. Houston, I wouldn't be as intrigued.
Yeah, because obviously you would get in return Jalen Green, maybe Reed Shepard.
I'm hearing that they don't want Jalen Green. I'm hearing Reed Shepard. I'm hearing heard Jabari Smith name thrown out there. But I'm hearing they don't want Jalen Green. Nobody wants Jalen Green, man. It's crazy.
Well,
I think he's decent. I don't say that. I necessarily wouldn't want him necessarily, but you know.
Well, yeah. Then now you got to think Book is.
You got Book already. there. So yeah, I probably wouldn't want Jalen Green if you got Book there. So yeah, I mean, I'm hearing Jabari Parker. I'm hearing like Tari Easton's name thrown out there. I'm hearing Fred VanVleet for the money purposes thrown out there. So yeah, I mean, but then you got what KD, Jalen Green possibly,
VanVleet and Sengun.
Yeah, Sengun, my guy. Don't get me wrong, but it's not enough. And Steve Adams, they just re-signed Steve Adams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not interested in that. If I'm KD, like, yeah, I mean, it'd be fun playing Houston, all triple and shit, you know, but we're not gonna be that good, bro.
And I'm sorry. I mean, I know San Antonio is intriguing, but I'm sorry, in the West, they're not. That wouldn't be enough to get them to the finals. So I
don't see it. Plus, I want Wemby to have his own squad. I want to see Wemby go out there and be able to get 20 shots a game. With KD there, his shots are going to be like 15 shots a game. I don't want to see that shit. I want to see Wemby be able to flourish, man. You know, but if I am San Antonio, if I do want KD, I'm sorry, De'Aaron Fox, you got to go. Sorry. I'm drafting Dylan Harper, or not. Dylan Harper? I'm drafting
Harper and Stephon Castle.
Yep. Darren, you got to go. I ain't about to pay you, bro. About to get paid this summer. I'm not paying you. I'm cool. Give me KD, you know, for a year or two. Teach me the ropes of being a tall guy that can do everything. You know, we're gonna ride you off Sunset nice. You know, we got Tim Duncan down here still. You know what I'm saying? Ginobili down here still in the staff. Gonna ride KD off to the Sunset. You know, then we're gonna have Dylan Harper, Wemby, Stephon Castle. Take us to the future.
I think KD needs to go to the East. If he's serious about trying.
Where?
Yeah.
That's why he tried to go to New York. Where else in the East can he go? I heard Miami too. I did hear Miami too.
Miami.
But bro, come on, where is that going to get? Like, what do they even want from Miami? You want Tyler Hero?
Hey, go to Cleveland.
Going to Cleveland, bro.
Now I don't think he's interested in going there, but man, that would be a nice,
be a good fit though.
Nice, bro. They can get rid of Garland. You know, I heard he's on the trading block. They can get rid of Garland, slide Spider down to the one, let him handle the ball mostly. He want to do that shit anyway. Slide KD in there. Shit, maybe even get rid of. I would probably keep Jared Allen and Mobley, but shit,
get rid of go. No, if you finish, you gotta give up one of them.
So you want Garland and one of my bigs? Nah, I'm cool. So that's KD. Nah, I give you Garland. We'll do signing trade with Ty Jerome.
If I'm Phoenix, I'm mad. You got at least try.
All right, I'll give you Garland. We could do signing trade. Ty Jerome, have his bitch ass. Max Strus.
Nah, I don't do it. I'm good.
Fuck out of here, nigga. I'm not about to give you fucking Garland and you want fucking Jared Allen, bro. No, bro. Nah.
I need one of
I
them.
do need that though. If I'm Phoenix, you're right. I need that. But Phoenix tripping, bro. Man, HB is a fucking idiot. He fucked that whole shit up. Fucked it all up when he took the team over. So yeah.
Yes.
Nah, I'm not giving up. I'm giving up. Man, cause what they said if he go to San Antonio, it would be like Harrison Barnes. Right. You Phoenix like, bro, I'm cool, bro. I don't want that trade.
What
Harrison
about
Barnes? They said like Devin Vassell possibly. Nah, that's where he need trying to go. Oh, he said that. I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah,
that's where he's trying to go. I heard somebody say that shit. And that's I ain't think about that. That's where he's trying to go for real. Like next year might be a little bit of a all right.
Yeah,
ain't gonna work out. But nah, bro, you owe Kyrie that shit. Kyrie teamed up with you in Brooklyn when you was down and out, bro. Achilles fucked up. You was down and out. You know what you was gonna be. He left. Was it Boston and went there with you, bro. Without knowing what you was gonna be when you came back. You owe Kyrie that shit, bro. Go there and wait out a year for Kyrie. You still gonna be playing with Coop, AD. You say I still have a squad. It's gonna be rough in the West, but I still have a squad. And then boom, Kyrie come back in January. You're gonna be straight, bro.
Depending on what they give. Okay, so you Dallas, what you giving up?
And they got Clay there. You gotta go to Dallas, bro. I'll give you
PJ Washington. You gotta give me PJ.
PJ. I'll give you PJ. You ain't getting live. You ain't getting live. You ain't getting live. Nah, fuck out of here.
I need live.
Fuck out of here, nigga. I'll give you PJ. I'll give you what's that nigga's name? We talked about Dante Exum.
No, shit, not. No, I need either Lively or Gafford. One of them two.
Nah, bro. Nah, all right, cool. You get Gafford. I'll give you Gafford.
And then maybe one,
Hardy,
more.
Hardy, off the bench. He nice. Yeah. I'll give you PJ. Or now we can do picks. We can do picks. I'll give you they ain't got no many picks though.
Obviously, yeah. How many picks they got?
They ain't get nothing from us. They got one from us. Shit for Luka. I'll give you PJ. I'll give you Hardy off the bench. Shout out to Dante Exum.
I didn't know Dante Exum was still hooping.
Who did get minutes for them?
Najee Marshall a little better.
They need him, bro. They need him.
I need Najee. Throw me Najee Marshall too.
All right, fuck it. All right. So PJ, Najee, you ain't getting Brady in. I'll give you PJ, Najee.
I need Gafford. Nah, I need them three. Give me Najee,
bro. I give you two rotational players and some picks, bro. Or one pick, two rotational players and pick. You ain't getting three rotational players for KD, bro. That's too steep, bro. That's too steep. I give you two rotational players and a pick. You gotta think they just traded 2 players and 4 picks for Desmond Bane. They're not getting 2 players. Then they get 3 players for KD. It's not happening. It's not happening. His value is not that high.
Hey,
they better take 2 players in the pick. You better take 2 players in this the LA pick we got for Luka.
I'm Dallas. I'm Phoenix. I'm asking. I need that
because then we gotta pay KD. We gotta turn around and pay this nigga.
Yeah, if I'm Phoenix though, you at a disadvantage because it's like, bro, you know he don't want to be there.
Yeah,
bro. I could not hoop, so it's like I can lowball you a little bit because what choice do you really have?
Right now, Phoenix did say they're gonna take the best deal they can get. So they said no matter what KD say, if he didn't want to go to Toronto, Toronto give him a knockout offer. He's going to Toronto, nigga.
He ain't got
KD really in the no. I mean, it's like he can retire, but
now I did see a report today that said the Suns have no leverage though. So I don't know what KD out here threatening to do, but they said the Suns have no leverage. So you know he is signed. He do have 1 year left on his deal. So wherever he do go, he got to play at least 1 more year. He can walk out after the next year and be a free agent and sign anywhere. But wherever he get traded to, he got to play for a year.
Now let's see, like or yeah, and that could be an option. He could really say, "Yeah, bro, I'm just." And
he'll be threatening that shit. My team's like, "All right, bro, nah." So if he do that, I mean, if he if he still got that kind of pull and he threatening that shit, and teams out here are scared, like, all right, fuck, we ain't gonna do it. Then
I think we can see. I mean,
I call it bluff. I'm trading for him.
If a move gets made, I think it could happen on draft night.
I agree.
See where pieces go, and pieces fall.
I agree. But yeah, Doc, that's a good point. If I'm KD, I'm trying to get to Dallas. I think, like I said, I think he'll Kyrie that shit, man. Go there and wait for Kyrie to get healthy. Get your boy back. You know, you'll have Cooper Flag there. You're gonna have
Oh no, shit, no. That's what I'm getting up to. No, okay, fuck the two. I need that pick. Hell
what
no.
pick? What pick?
I need
What pick?
hell no.
What pick?
Hell no. No.
The first pick?
First pick, Cooper Flag.
Click. Hang up the phone.
Then nope, we ain't talking. If I'm
all right,
finished,
all right.
I ain't hanging up the phone. Then talk to you later,
I guess
bro.
we ain't talking then, bro. I guess we ain't talking.
right,
then.
okay.
Yeah, guess we ain't talking Matt HBO. You better call somebody else, nigga. I'm talking to you, man. You got your damn mind, bro. You're not getting Cooper Flag, nigga.
Yeah, shit.
Do you know what we had to do to get this pick?
Right now.
You know we had to sell our souls to get this shit, bro. We had to sell our fucking souls to get this shit, bro.
That's on y'all. Ain't nobody tell y'all to give up Luka.
Man, we have to.
That's on y'all.
We had to. The NBA made us do it.
That's on y'all.
The NBA made us do this shit, bro. We had to do it. Like, absolutely not. I ain't about to get. Yeah, he said the pick, nigga. What?
Hey, we didn't even bring that up because that wasn't even a consideration.
The Spurs are. We talked about the Spurs. The Spurs talking about the 14th pick. You ain't say shit about the Spurs to give up the third pick or whatever pick they got. You ain't say shit about that.
Well, no, because I mean, it depends which two guards you're gonna keep. You said you're gonna get rid of Fox. So like I said, we talked about it. So they're gonna keep two of the guards.
The Spurs are not giving up any. The Spurs said they ain't giving up Castle, Fox, or that pick. To make it clear, the Spurs said they ain't giving none of that shit. To make it very clear.
Yeah,
the Spurs they're not playing ball. The Spurs said they give you the 14th pick and Harrison Barnes and Jeremy Sohan. That's what I've been hearing. What I'm hearing.
Well, yeah, nah.
That's what I'm hearing. Now I'm hearing Phoenix wants Stephon Castle, but they like, nigga, y'all have no leverage. Fuck no. Fuck out of here. No.
Well, yeah. Well, that's on Phoenix. This all on Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'm not Phoenix, so that's all on them.
Phoenix did terrible asset management, and now they're fucking paying for it.
But that's what I will be asking for. And if I'm
they ain't getting nothing higher than the 14th pick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, so like, and KD's so temperamental, you don't know what he getting. He's a hooper, but like, better just hope he in a good mood.
Yep. Because now that I heard that he want to go to New York, I'm like, yeah, I ain't about to trade up everything for the nigga and get him for a year and he end up dipping. Like, nah, I'm cool, bro.
And you said you wasn't serious when you said that the number one pick, bro, was you?
Nah, if you Phoenix, hell yeah, you gotta ask for it.
That's not even starting a conversation, bro. They're gonna hang up on.
Ah, shit. Yes, it is.
Nah, bro, you're not really trying to get it.
Because like we said, book it. Like I said, we about to try to give a book. Nah, we need a probably a new rebuilding piece.
Yeah, bro, you're not gonna rebuild off the number one pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Arguably the best white boy in the last bajillion years. What are we
right? Absolutely not. You're not about to get this from us, bro. Like for that, we need KD and book, and then you can have that. All right.
Yeah, you have it then.
But okay, but to your point, and we talked about it, Rand. If like I said, I think we talked about it on the show. Like I said, KD going to Dallas. Cooper Flag doesn't fit their timeline. Like I said, they are.
I'm not giving it to y'all for KD. I'm flipping that for some more picks.
All right, then
I'm flipping that to somebody else for some more picks. I'm not flipping it to y'all for KD. Absolutely not.
Then whatever dude name in Dallas is named there. Then say that bullshit about winning the championship in 2 to 3 years.
This is not the situation in Cleveland where they had the number one pick and they traded Wiggs. The pick where they ended up getting Wiggins to get Kevin Love. This ain't the situation. This ain't happening. This ain't that. We ain't got LeBron James on other thing. We ain't got LeBron over here waiting to get Quay. We ain't got that shit happening, bro. Nah, not happening. Nah, but you're right though. Like I said, like I mentioned back then, it's if he is true to what he said, technically the number one pick don't fit their timeline. Like Cooper Flag is not ready to win championship in 2-3 years.
Yeah, then that Luka trade is just, like I said, just meant you just fucked up, did some bullshit.
Yep.
Because now you about to wait unless Cooper comes out and say, like I said, is Jesus walking and is that nigga coming straight to the league? Then
Sometimes it happens. The way they talk about him, he might.
I mean, sometimes it can happen like that because we look back like 2-3 years ago. That was the draft that OKC drafted Chet and Jalen Williams.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
The same draft, and look at them now. So if they, draft Cooper Flag and he's anything like he's projected to be, they're saying he's the best prospect in so many years.
Right.
They're saying, I mean, technically he's higher rated than Chet was, right? Chet was a pretty high prospect, but I think they're projecting him to be better than Chet was. So Chet is right now producing in the finals. At somewhat of a level. At least defensively, and I think Cooper is going to be a little bit better defensively than he is offensively, especially beginning his career. So, maybe he will come in and be right away ready to be, a plug and play player in the championship team. I don't see it, but possibly.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see next year. Like I said, this year he'll get his feet wet, but like I said, next year when Kyrie come back, we'll see how them two fit.
Yeah. It's easier for OKC because OKC had a Shea, who turned into MVP. I don't see Shea on Dallas' roster. No offense to AD, great player, Kyrie, great player as well, but Shea is a different level of player right now.
Smooth killer.
Yeah.
All right. So last piece of the news I got outside of NBA. Real quick, Baltimore, but they made another addition. They added another quote unquote name to their roster. Cornerback Jair Alexander, only a 1-year deal. Reunites with Lamar Jackson, who he played with back in college in Louisville. I tweeted this earlier, man. I feel like Baltimore Ravens are like the Los Angeles Clippers. They sign all the big names or players who have names, but then they get to the postseason and just underperform. They don't live up to expectation. Y'all know how I defend Lamar Jackson on this pod, man. But like this is just another move where they don't get it done this year. Then what the fuck? Then it might not ever happen in Baltimore because
we said it every year. I said like, man, when they make a big acquisition, like, oh shit, they got him. All right, yeah, that's a big name, but he a little past his prime.
Right? Yeah.
We're gonna see what happened. And he playing pretty good this season. Playoffs come. Damn, what happened, man?
Lamar Jackson be happening. Come on, Action Jackson.
But I will say, but from
Paper's a good look though. I ain't gonna lie, Paper's a good look. We'll see.
Paper look, and I think this is just almost a counter to. Because Baltimore secondary is now loaded, and obviously I think they're just prepping for the Bengals. Like I think they're trying to build their team to outduel the Bengals in the AFC North.
Yeah, but I said they know the toughest division, one of the toughest. I don't say the toughest anymore, but one of the toughest divisions of football. Offensive juggernauts. So they, like I said, stacking up on defense. They don't need the legs and bodies out there. Compete out here in the AFC North.
So, but obviously none of this matters unless they perform it in the postseason. So we'll see how that goes.
We shall see, man. We shall see.
And then Shador, bro, be smarter, bro. What the fuck you doing?
What happened? I didn't see that.
Got speeding ticket doing 101
in a 40.
Oh, he got lucky. He lucky. He ain't take them to jail.
Yeah, but I say that could be criminal. What they call it, like criminal speed or some shit.
Reckless operation.
Yeah, he tripping. These young niggas, man, they get these.
And read the room, bro. Henry Rose just got out of jail, bro.
Bro, they don't care. These young niggas, they're out here still doing the same shit. They don't care. They do not care, man. They do not care. And he got out, and he got out of jail. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna end up getting a shot.
Yeah, he probably will. Ain't been that long, so I'm sure he's been in there working out. I'm sure he'll get a shot somewhere.
When you got money, you can do things. They said he's been in there with a trainer, not just.
I'm about to say, yeah, he's been in there, getting work in.
Yeah, so.
That's crazy, man.
He'll at least get possibly get a camp invite. Sure.
That's interesting, man. Hope he's remorseful for what he did, man.
I think he was when it happened, and I think the family said, but he did his time, and
yeah, just hope healing for everybody involved in that. Him and the girl's family. Hope everybody is in a good space right now. I know that could be tough for a family to go through with somebody, getting out of jail. Hopefully, he made it right with them, or at least try to make it right.
As right as you possibly can.
Yeah, so you can't make it right after something like that, but at least he's trying to, show remorse for what he did and show that he learned from his mistake and he's in better place.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And last shout out to the Florida Panthers, Stanley Cup champions, back to back.
Yeah. So. 2 of the last 3, man. That's crazy, man. And they said shout out to Connor McDavid too, man. I know it's tough for him too. Back-to-back losses to the same team, man. On home ice, ouch. Said he might bounce too. The best player in the game said he might dip. We're gonna see, man.
And they said they said they done already fucked up the Stanley Cup. It already got cracks and dents.
Yeah, you got a dent in that. That's the same one they pass it every year, bro. That's crazy. I didn't know that. It's the same one they pass it every fucking year. They just re-shining and shit. Put the other name on there, pass it out. Like, nigga, well, I can't get my own. It's crazy.
Right.
It's kind of weird, but hey, I guess it's tradition. Hockey fun as fuck to watch, man. That's a good ass sport to watch. I ain't gonna lie.
It is. It is.
Fun going to game till I went to one NHL game, or maybe we went two. We went two now, I think. Great environment. Be cold as fucking here though, but great environment.
Yeah.
You don't think about it. You don't think it'd be cold until you get to, like, I guess it is ice. I guess it makes sense. It's cold.
Ice cold, hell yeah.
I went to a Mighty Ducks game when I was in. It was once, and it was a good experience. What's kids?
Mighty Ducks. I knew that when we was kids. Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, that shit was fun. I went there when I was little too. But we went to a couple NHL games recently. Went to Nashville, went to Columbus, or Nashville and Tampa. I think I forget where we went, but it was dope experience, man. Dope experience.
I got one other thing. Hey, bro, I'm just done with Caitlin Clark, bro. I can't take it. I'm officially a hater. I'm a hater.
You a Caitlin Clark hater? You sound like Ash, man. Ash is the biggest Caitlin Clark hater.
I'm a hater.
I know, bro. She can't stand Caitlin Clark, and
can't stand her.
I'm a fan of her game, man. I have to say, I love the feistiness of Caitlin Clark's game. I love the shit talking of the women's game in general. Now they talking shit. They starting to fight. You know, we don't want to see anybody get hurt, but I love the feistiness and the level of competitiveness in their game, man. What I'm not gonna like is, you know, like they're playing basketball. In basketball, you're gonna fight something, you're gonna talk shit, you're gonna fight, you're gonna get rough, you're gonna push on people on the ground. It's basketball, man. You know, girls, boys, women, men, whatever you are, you're gonna get angry at times, you're gonna get emotional. It's basketball. So I love that shit, man. You know, I love the attention it's getting now, you know, mostly because Caitlin Clark, I ain't gonna lie. But nah, I ain't gonna say I'm a hater. I love Caitlin Clark, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I just hate that when she do it, she get praised, but when other people do, oh my God, then it's like, all right, stop doing that. Like what she did yesterday in a regular season win. I know it was a whole bunch of all up in her face for, you know, a regular season win.
Then the history there though, her and Shorty that she got into it with, they've been going back horses college.
College, yeah. Ohio State Big Ten. Ohio State,
yeah, big rivalry. They've been going back and forth.
Well, then when you know Angel Reese came up to her and did this, she was villainized. I don't like that. You talking about me just like don't villainize everybody else, and I'm good with it though. But like then when she do it, she's my God, she's so competitive.
But that's the media. That ain't her.
Yeah, that's not her.
Well, the media controls a lot about how you might like a person or whatnot. That's one, but two. She would, and I don't know if she said it. I can do whatever I want. Pushed the girl yesterday, and nothing happened. It was like 23-24, still a close game. She knows she the golden goose, and it's just it's rubbing me the wrong way.
I think that's
I can feel some of that because you know I feel the same way. Some shit of like Draymond does. You know he got a longer leash so he can do a little bit more shit, and not get in trouble for it. So I feel where you coming from.
Longer leash.
I don't agree though. But who?
Longer leash. We talk about. I mean, as far as Steve Kerr and Golden State, maybe, but the league.
In the league, yes, no, bro. With referees, he can do whatever he want to do. They be like, all right, Draymond, we're not gonna get you're not gonna get technical. And then sometimes he get one tech, he don't get nothing technical for a long ass time. He can do whatever he want to do. He talk shit to him, he scream at him. It take him a long time to get technical, bro.
I don't know about that, bro.
Just watch anything,
bro. I'm gonna start paying attention
because he
gets suspended more than anybody though.
He gets suspended more than anybody, but he screens more than anybody. But I get text. If you watch the games, bro, he usually get text way earlier than he gets text. They let him do a lot of shit before they give him text because he made it normal for him to act like that. So he acts like if he does anything out of the ordinary, of course, he takes it over the top. Then of course they tee him up and throw him out the game. But it's some shit like if Ant Davis and shit that he did, immediate technicals.
Yeah.
Immediate. Like he gets a lot, but they give him a long leash, bro. He gets a long leash before he start getting them. Just watch his antics. You see the antics.
I mean, I know he like I said, he bitch and yells at officials a lot, but I still think they're still quick with the whistle on him. Especially for that first one. I say, yeah, they may not throw him out because then they're gonna feel like, oh, we a part of the game if we throw him out. You know, that's always a narrative. The refs want to be part of the game. So that second technical, yes, it takes a Draymond a lot to get thrown out. But every little thing as far as like
the flagrants, man, they get him.
But that too,
a lot of leeway because
not with that
bullshit.
When he's like gets tangled up with a player, they watch that to a T. Like even if he doesn't intend to hit somebody, if he, like I said, that Rudy Gobert shit, bro. Like after that, everything Draymond does.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they look at him under the microscope when it comes to that kind of shit. But I mean, his on court antics and on court, like berating on the referees, he gets away with more of that shit than almost anybody in the league before he gets the first and second technicals. Like he had one technical, he'll still be screaming at him. I'm watching the game like, bro, what are they doing? They throw him out the game. Like they allow him to just keep talking shit to him. Now, if he gets bad enough, or if he gets into an altercation with a player, he out of the game. But they let him berate them far too much for my liking, if you ask me. Like they don't let any other player do that. I don't know because now it's normal because he does it so much, or what. But I feel like Caitlin Clark gets some of that same hate, because like Doc said, she knows she the golden goose, so she knows she get away with a little bit more shit than she should. So she pushed players down. Like Doc said, and she don't get called for it, but so they push her back, they get called for it.
Yeah,
but or shit like last night, shit. Okay, she pushed players, then shit, her teammates got to pay the price for it. Sophie Cunningham that got ejected.
Yeah, or like shit like a good example was like Ant Edwards said. Y'all seen that clip of Ant Edwards in the playoffs where LeBron said something like, "Oh, you want to call shit now?" He said, "What? That's a text. I get text for that. I get text for that shit."
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. Some players get text for certain shit, and other players don't. They get some players leeway for certain shit, other players don't. Like if you're a rookie, you're a young player, you can't say shit like that to referees. They be like, bro, tech. But you're old player, they like, all right, yeah, come here. Let me talk about you real quick, bro. I did it because this. Like they get Draymond way more leash, same kind of way. He can run, he can like what they call it, showing up the refs when they call a foul, he run up and everything. He could do more than that than anybody else can in the league. Anybody else can without be getting called for tech. Because he made it normal for him to do that. That's what I mean by that. And I agree, he gets called more than anybody else in the league, but he still gets long leash than almost anybody. He should get called for twice as many as he get called for, because it's that bad.
Well, you only got 3 years left, brother.
So yeah, get him the fuck out of there, man.
He retires.
Get him out of there.
Shout out to Angel Reese, first career triple-double. Was it earlier this week or last week?
I think it was earlier this week.
Yeah,
shout out Angel Reese, man. You see they banned those guys who was taking that prop bet for her first shot being a miss, and they kept winning. They banned that prop bet.
Damn.
Lawyers sent the cease and desist. How you gonna get mad though? Make your shot. Make your layup.
Make your shot, bro. They sent cease and desist for the fucking prop bet, bro.
Wow.
It's literally like you literally can control it.
That's some shit that it makes me like, all right, bro. Now but first you all on social media. Oh, I like when you guys want to make fun. It makes me popular. It makes me make more money. I'm gonna trademark that shit. Me bounce.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to cease and desist that shit. Yeah. All right.
All right, man. Cease and desist is for hoes. Is that what my boy said?
Let's be careful now with let's be careful now with that one.
Oh well, you don't mean I don't mean like.
That's what I'm saying. Let's be careful with that one. You don't want.
I'm quoting a Family Matters.
Yeah, you quoting a song.
Yeah.
I know what song he quoting, but yeah, I mean, you can call another man a hoe, but you call a man calling a girl a hoe.
That's why I walked it back. I'm
just saying. I don't want the Angel. I don't know what they call her fan base is called, but I don't want them in your DMs or nothing.
Man, we wasn't saying it like that, guys. Come on. Yeah. Just like when we say bitch or we say hoes or niggas, more times than not, I'm talking about a man when I say bitch. I'm not gonna lie. Like these niggas is out here as bitches, bro. So it ain't no hard feelings to women out here, bro. It's how we talk sometimes, bro.
I think I'm good, bro. If y'all good.
Yeah, I kind of think hopefully miss something else.
Yeah. If not, we'll hit it on Friday.
Friday.
And we'll see on Friday if we have a game 7 or will we be talking about the new NBA champions, Oklahoma City Thunder.
I just gotta say, NBA, that is terrible. How do you not have a championship game on Father's Day? Like, do something with the schedule. It's Father's Day. It's not like
they could have did it, man. It was they doing it weird, man. They doing it weird. It's like it's a 2-day gap on some games and 1-day gap and a 2-day gap. Like, come on.
Game 7 would be on Sunday, but it's just like, come on, bro. Didn't Jordan win the championship on Father's Day? Like, come on, bro. After that pops that you messing up good stories.
Yeah, it was.
I don't want anybody's dad to die, but see, let's get off. I just feel like Y'all know what I mean. Let's get off though.
Missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Oh, and like I like how we and also I like how we bullied ESPN and ABC to show the player introductions too.
Yeah.
It took them fucking game 5 to finally do the player introductions. It's like
this is so sloppy, man. Like, why are you gonna start in the middle of the fucking series? Like the end of this fucking series.
That's what you're. But I must have just been missing the beginning of the games and just not even noticing because the finals you always supposed to have.
They always did that. Like I was saying last week, but they just had a big trophy and the players come out. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Nah, they just did it game 5, Doc.
Yeah, like if you don't do that to game 1, oh, okay, I get it. But like, bruh, game, it's supposed to be a big deal. Game 1.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's been sloppy. I'm glad they took them fucking ugly ass NBA, them digitized NBA trophies off the court. So that shit was terrible. Like, come on.
Yeah, man.
I was fucking with it.
It's afterthought though. It's just like it's just sloppy. This whole shit's been very sloppy. Like they just don't give a fuck about the finals.
Come on, NBC.
Care, man. Like care a little bit about it, man. I think it's still gonna be ABC, ain't it? Next year or next year.
Yeah,
they should give it to NBC.
Nah, ESPN got that shit for like the next 10 to 12 years,
bro. It's over. They should have given it to NBC. They should have given NBC.
NBC knows how to do it on Fox. Come on, man. We're gonna play on Father's Day.
NBC gonna do a bid next year, and they're gonna make ABC look shitty, bro. Watch.
Yep. So
and I guess ESPN still gonna look shitty. ESPN, ABC, same company.
Yeah.
All right, then, brothers. Appreciate everybody tapping in with us as always. Down to the Wire 513. Make sure I give us a follow on everything. Down to the Wire 513. Or I always say just Google this.
Google.
Good brother. Fly Man ran. Josh.
OG shirt. I ain't Pete.
OG.
I ain't Pete.
We'll catch y'all this Friday for Sports and Spirits. Until then, y'all have a safe, happy Juneteenth tomorrow too, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Be safe turning up, Doc.
I gotta work.
I don't go down. I'm chilling. I gotta lick my wounds and go back to the war room. We'll talk about it later.
Back in the gym. He back in the gym, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For those who watch the news, I'll probably be on the news today. WCPO.
Hey,
interviewed me today.
Hey.
Just saying.
11 o'clock news by about 30 minutes. Tune in.
Tapping in for sure.
But y'all have a safe, blessed rest of the week. We out.